This is Nightline.
Tonight, newly released video showing Mark Sanchez in the moments before the alleged drunken altercation that left a 69-year-old man bloody and the former NFL quarterback turned sportscaster stabbed, raising more questions about what happened. Plus, sign of the times, one woman's bold steps to find the one.
I'm looking for love, and I'm trying to find it alongside of one of the San Francisco Bay Area's busiest highways.
A modern take on finding a mate.
This is something I never thought I would do.
Thousands of responses from all over. Could her future husband be in her inbox? And Channing Tatum, famous for stripping down and setting hearts aflame in Magic Mike, teaming up with Spider-Man star Kirsten Dunst.
I think I have a superhero stalker.
For a new project in the Hollywood version of a real-world, warm-hearted robber on the run.
Would you like to go out with me?
Okay. Wow, you're a very forward person.
How he says his early roles prepared him for this.
And I think I just didn't really think anything about it in a way, because I've been naked in so many movies. It is what it is.
Plus, the Real Housewives star and her husband facing a raft of charges, including fraud. What they're saying tonight.
From ABC News headquarters in New York, this is Nightline.
Thanks for joining us. Tonight, new footage showing the popular former NFL quarterback turned Fox Sports commentator Mark Sanchez in the half hour before and after that alleged criminal altercation with a delivery truck driver. The surveillance video showing a truck driven by 69-year-old Perry Toll turning into an alley in downtown Indianapolis just after midnight. Shortly after, Sanchez appears, walking in the opposite direction, then wandering back and forth on another street before running back down the alley at 12:24. About 5 minutes later, Sanchez appears on camera again, running away. Police say Sanchez confronted Toll, allegedly over parking, and that Toll acted in self-defense, using pepper spray on the former football star, then stabbing him. New video shows Toll being taken away from the scene in a stretcher. Toll's family shared this photo of him in the hospital after the alleged incident. Sanchez, a commentator for Fox Sports.
This is not an easy place to come in and steal a win on the road.
Has been charged with felony battery and is not on the roster for any of the games Fox is broadcasting this weekend. Of course, we'll continue to follow developments in this case, but we turn now on this Friday night to a woman who turned her epic frustration at the dating app world into an audacious plan to find the man of her dreams. If he's out there looking for a sign, she's got 8 of them. Here's ABC's Jacqueline Lee.
Lisa Catalano is looking for love.
I really do want to find somebody who I'm compatible with. I'm searching for the love of my life.
She's tried all the apps, the endless swiping, with one dead end after another. But now, at age 42,
I don't understand what's going on, but I figured it's time for a bold move.
she's taking a drastic step.
This is something I never thought I would do, and I can't believe any of this is happening right now.
Going old school and buying ad space on multiple digital billboards scattered throughout San Francisco Bay Area highways.
What has been the strangest part of this whole thing?
It is really strange seeing myself up on a billboard.
Mary Lisa got
All right, yay, we saw it.
The billboards driving traffic to her own website, Mary Lisa, where potential suitors can apply to date her. Her quest for love going viral.
She was frustrated with the apps, so she decided to think bigger.
Why do you think this struck such a nerve?
I think that it really touches upon the frustration that a lot of people have with trying to date right now. Dating is hard.
More than 3,000 applications pouring in from around the world.
These are some of the applications I've gotten in.
This is so exciting.
Lisa printing out the top contenders.
And this is all within the last 9 or so days, 9-10 days. I've lost track at this point. And I'm going to go through everything manually. It is going to take a while, but I'm going to do the best I can.
Look, I think courage favors the bold in life, and all the more power to her if she is making dating such a conscious choice.
Lisa's plight, not uncommon these days. The modern dating scene is not working out for many singles.
Have you guys ever seen a hot single guy in Atlanta? Same.
I am back on Hinge, and I do see what y'all mean.
Between all the swipes, likes, double taps, and DMs, almost 80% of singles say they experience some degree of emotional, mental, or physical exhaustion from dating apps.
There's this real recognition that something isn't working for a lot of people anymore.
Fatigued is probably a really good word.
It's just so hectic right now, and it's really hard to find a genuine connection.
The good side of dating apps is there's so many more people. The underbelly of that is there's so many more people that can potentially say no to us or ghost us. So every advantage has its disadvantage.
Lisa shared that she was engaged in her 30s, but tragically, her fiance passed away from a terminal illness.
To have that kind of tragedy, what was that like for you? How did you get through it?
It's difficult. It's really difficult to lose somebody, especially somebody that close. But I was motivated to start dating again because I do want to try to start a family.
Hopping back into dating was a challenge. Apps like Hinge, Bumble, and Tinder were new to her. So was the phenomenon of ghosting.
He chose that easy way out. He chose to just ghost you and never respond.
I had dozens and dozens and dozens of matches on all these different apps, and the conversations either just completely fizzled out after a few little back and forth notes, or most of the time, no conversation at all.
Fed up, Lisa says it was time to take a bold step.
This is the website.
This is the website.
You did a good job. It looks good.
Thank you. I do have, a section about myself. We have the menu page here. There's fast facts, who I'm looking for, videos, why the website.
Her criteria laid out clearly.
And I'm asking for their religious beliefs, political affiliation, education, and then I have a lot of drop downs that are just yes and no. I'm looking for 35 to 45 with flexibility a year or two on either end, and I feel like that's a pretty comfortable range for me. I'm getting men as young as 19 and as old as 78.
But what about events? You asked, I listened.
With more singles like Lisa ditching the apps, they're thinking out of the box, turning to niche events to meet like-minded people.
Good job!
Like running clubs.
Last time there were 30 people there, and look how many people there are now.
Or a pizza tour.
I'm really prioritizing in-person connections, kind of just meeting people by chance.
Or an old school matchmaker.
If you want to go out and get off the dating apps and do something different, think about things that you actually like to do, are good at, or bring you joy. For example, so many of my clients now are deciding they want to play pickleball.
3, 2, 1, here we go.
Pickleball may be one of the hottest new sports, but it's also become a hot new dating scene.
We just want you to get on the court, because the more you get out there, the more likely you are to meet your person.
Colorado resident Annalise Niebauer is bringing romance to the pickleball courts with her new app called Pickle Match.
We have 1,200 people between the downloads and the wait list. And then for our events, we always book them out. So our events are very fun and well attended.
The app matches people who already share a love for the sport and are also looking for love.
At the events, we do something called pickleball speed dating, which is really fun. And so it's this fast-paced rotation where you end up playing with 5, 6 different people throughout the course of the night.
The fun on the court helps take away some of the pressures of dating.
And then at the end of the night, especially at our single events, I love watching people exchange numbers. That gives me so much joy.
Love is coming to you. It's a when, not an if. All you have to do is continue to date to find this person.
Lisa is confident her true love is out there.
Have you thought about that? Your future husband might be sitting in your inbox right now.
Yeah, it's really exciting to think about. It's really exciting to think about.
I can feel your optimism and your energy.
I do feel confident that I will meet someone this way. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Amazing.
He's in the inbox, or he will be soon.
10 years from now, paint me a picture of what your life will look like.
Married, young kids, going to Giants games during baseball season.
We hope she gets a great return on her investment. Our thanks to Jacqueline. Up next, Channing Tatum and Kirsten Dunst teaming up for the first time in a new project. And the early word is their on-screen chemistry is magnetic. Welcome back. Channing Tatum and Kirsten Dunst are two gifted actors at the top of their game. They're working together for the first time in Roofman, the real-life story about a warm-hearted armed robber on the run. I sat down with them and their director for a movie that's already getting big buzz for their on-screen connection.
I was really nervous to meet Kirsten. I was a fan, like a fan. I haven't seen a movie that she's not good in. It's just not possible.
That's Chan, as in Channing Tatum and Kirsten Dunst, two of the most talented actors of their generation, sharing the screen for the first time, playing star-crossed lovers.
I heard that you two guys didn't want to meet until filming started. Is that his idea? Of course.
Yeah. But their chemistry is palpable. Palpable chemistry. Brought to you by Derek.
Exactly. Derek is none other than acclaimed director Derek Cianfrance, casting the duo in Roofman.
We all like going back in time and imagining how things could have gone differently.
It's the true crime story of Jeffrey Manchester, an armed robber whose specialty was breaking in through the roof, sacking more than 40 McDonald's, he says, to provide for his wife and kids.
You spoke to the real-life Roofman, Jeffrey, 4 times a week behind bars for 4 years.
Yes. He's in a maximum security prison in Raleigh, North Carolina. I was so intrigued by the contradictions of his choices. He was locking people up in freezers but giving them jackets.
Here.
The so-called polite robber escaped from prison and was hiding out in plain sight for months, living at a Toys R Us. He falls in with the church group and then falls in love with Kirsten's character, Lee Wainscott.
Would you like to go out with me?
Okay. Wow, you're a very forward person.
Channing, you're also an EP on this film. It is a love story, a crime caper, tragic, comedy. How do you hit all those notes?
You know, I don't, that's his job, really. You know, when you talk to Jeff, he could be a completely different person, a hardened person, and he's just not. He's just this, as soon as you talk to him, he's warm, he's funny.
The film, once again, showing Channing's emotional range.
Need your help.
As he did in Foxcatcher.
I want to be the best in the world.
Channing, the last time we met, we jumped off a paratrooper platform in Fort Benning. Channing, have you done this before?
I've jumped out of planes, but I've never jumped this.
Go! There you go.
Oh my goodness.
Go!
Yeah. It was fun. Yeah.
It's totally fun.
The movie Dog was about a military police dog and an emotionally fragile soldier.
Maybe just take crazy down, just like one.
You were speaking to the troops, doing USO, and also talking about Dog, which is about a combat veteran having a hard time readjusting to society, which is Roofman.
Very much.
What drew you to these characters?
Because it's hard is why I possibly like gravitate to it, because I respect it so much. I respect the servicemen and women like beyond words. I think soldiers that come back from any amount of tour, or whether they're in combat or not in combat, it doesn't matter. You're essential when you're in the military, whatever your part is.
Roofman also struggles to fit in after combat. Channing uses his agility, borrowed perhaps from his dancing days as Magic Mike.
Your dancing comes in handy because of the physicality of jumping through roofs and doing all that. But you're also buck naked.
Oh, yeah.
In this movie. Why so vulnerable?
It was in the script. It's not ever something that anyone wants to do. Like, you know, it's if anything, it's like the nightmare. Like you're butt naked and like there's 200 people in the room and everybody's looking at you. And I think I just didn't really think anything about it in a way, because I've been naked in so many movies. Other than Sandra Bullock having a full-on conversation with that part of my body in Lost City.
Oh, holy mother of God!
Why are you praying?
You've had a good career.
Yeah, you know, it's not bad. I'll take it.
Kirsten has also enjoyed an equally dazzling career, starting as a child star opposite Brad Pitt in Interview with a Vampire.
I want some more.
And coming of age in the wildly popular Bring It On.
I'm strong and I'm loud. I'm gonna make you proud of Torrent.
I think I have a superhero stalker.
And reaching mega stardom as Mary Jane in Spider-Man. and winning awards for her insightful portrayal of depression in Melancholia.
Then he's forgotten about the magic.
How much of your own experiences did you draw on to play this role?
I've always used myself and expanded things in me that even if it's things I don't show it to people, that I can use in my performances.
Derek has said you were his first choice for this role. His films are all about emotional honesty. How did you channel that in this movie?
You know, it's interesting. The older I get, the more free I feel as a performer. And I think having children really changed that for me personally. My artistry is like sharing my insides, you know? So I feel like very protective of myself, but also that's the freedom for me.
Most guys, when they escape, get caught in the first few hours. They go as far as they can, as fast as they can.
Jeffrey Manchester's real-life Toys R Us hideout brought back to life with painstaking detail.
The nostalgia, though, of the big box store. I mean, you had to recreate Toys R Us because it's been bankrupt for a number of years.
We had to find another abandoned Toys R Us nearby in Pineville. It was completely empty. It was 45,000 square foot concrete open space, and we had to bring back one tile at a time, one fluorescent light at a time, one shelving unit at a time, and truckloads and truckloads of like Tickle Me Elmo dolls.
Police say they've caught the man who not only broke in and robbed them, but who also had been living in the store for months.
Ultimately sentenced to 45 years behind bars, Manchester captured headlines for his 2004 prison escape, where the film Roofman picks up.
And you said you wanted to blur the line between tragic and comic.
Yeah. You know, my wife's a comedian. I always do tragedies. I started to realize that comedy and tragedy was like a flip side of a coin.
So this movie's your marriage?
It's my marriage. It is actually absolutely my marriage.
Good morning, team. No, don't be scared.
That blend of tragic comedy, the secret sauce of Roofman.
What are you exploring, do you think, in this particular film in the larger artistic sense?
Wow.
I know this is a very heavy
big
question.
I was like, for me, in the way that I choose my roles is director first. And I knew with Derek, my experience for me as an actor would be very full, and it was. And so that's how I choose my roles.
Yeah, well, you have a good gut.
I told her I'm going to start calling her and be like, hey, what do you feel about this director?
Hold on, let me get the cards.
And Roofman is in theaters now. When we come back, a Real Housewife star arrested. The elaborate scheme involving a wedding ring and luxury goods. And finally tonight, a Real Housewife of Potomac facing felony fraud charges. Wendy Osefo and her husband Edward have been flaunting their wealth for several seasons.
Happy Eddie is, financially successful. Cha-ching.
But are now accused of faking a home burglary, claiming high-end purses and jewelry, including a wedding ring, had been stolen. The two then allegedly filing false insurance claims for more than $400,000.
No evidence indicated that anyone attempted to enter the house.
Prosecutors saying substantial debt was the motive. The Osefos tonight saying they are looking forward to their day in court. And that's Nightline. You can watch all of our full episodes on Disney Plus and Hulu. We'll see you right back here Monday. Thanks for staying up with us. Good night, America.